Mm.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Schwann's,
Oh, there you
Schwann's,
go.
Schwann's vanilla ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to lose. Let's see, what is it? What does HEW say? I think HEW says I'm supposed to weigh anywhere from 165 to 175, and I weigh 220. So I got a little bit of a tire there. So I need to take care of that.
What are you about 5'8", 5'9"?
Yeah, 5'8". Yeah, 5'7" and a half, 5'8". Unfortunately, when you age, you can lose some height. You really can.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's scary for me because I'm already short, so I eat anything I want to eat. I don't know why everybody thinks that just because I ain't got teeth I can't eat. I mean, come on, I eat anything I want.
Can you eat Captain Crunch?
Huh?
Can you
Yeah.
eat Captain Crunch?
If I wanted to, yeah, but I don't want to. I don't know what happened, but when they extracted my teeth, I guess he messed me up because I can't wear dentures. I can't. I can't pretty much do much of anything without a gag reflux, and I don't know if he's messed with that, that dangly thing back there, or what happened. But they had to do emergency surgery because the poison was all throughout my body, and
Oh, from bad teeth?
yeah, and the doctor told me, he said, if you'd have waited 1 week later, you wouldn't be on this earth. I'm like, wow. Well, the fluoride in the Ohio water was so heavy that the Ohio water actually had an odor to it. There was that much fluoride in the water that it actually had an odor to it. It was crazy. And I'm telling you, I know some people poo-poo the idea, but I'm telling you, I think the fluoride played a significant role in it. Might not have been the only thing that caused it, but I think it played a significant role. Like the old adage, too much of a good thing, right? Okay, you get too much fluoride, what's going to happen? You're going to get the opposite of what you want to happen, which is protect your teeth. You're going to get the opposite. You're going to get where your teeth are vulnerable, where too much enamel is removed, and then the teeth are vulnerable to gingivitis and bursitis, or not bursitis, but what's some of the other ones? Anyway, I'm having brain lock. But anyway, gingivitis and stuff such as that gets in there and can mess your day up, man. And then braces on top of that. Then you braces.
Gingivitis is a gum disease.
Yes, it's a gum disease.
Gingivitis, it's a gum disease.
It's a gum disease, right. See, when you loosen up the teeth, though, with braces, that allows that gingivitis to get down in there, all right? Because normally it wouldn't be able to get down in there, but it gets down in there when you use braces to try and push those teeth together by force. You're actually moving them around, you're loosening them up and stuff, and then the gingivitis and whatnot can get down in there and mess it up, man. And that's one of the things. Not the only thing, but that's one of the things. And this was years and years and years.
How long did you live there where you ingested that water and that happened?
I lived there up until I was about 20 years old. So, I was ingesting that water the whole time from a little kid right on up to
Did you join the service like at what, 19 or 20?
No, I went in the service at 18.
18.
Mm-hmm. Sure
so
did.
They didn't. They could have done your teeth then.
I don't know.
Aren't you afraid of TMJ?
No.
Really?
No.
Your teeth, because your mouth doesn't match up, so your gums don't go down so far that the pad where your jawline is.
Yeah, but I'm not 90.
Will start to wear away.
Right, but I'm not 90. Okay, I'm not. It's not like I'm an elderly person. Okay, I'm still. I'm only in my 50s. I look old because of
You're
stress.
56.
Yeah, I'm 56. Okay, well, I look old because of stress, but I'm not really that old. 56 is not old by today's standards. 80, 85 would be considered old by today's standards.
Yeah,
so,
I'm 50.
So I'm nowhere near that. So I'm not worried. So no, I'm not worried about TMJ or anything of that nature. Somebody was even saying, well, what about lockjaw? I'm not worried about lockjaw either. I'm not worried about any of that. I would love to get implants. But when I went to price them, it's like $5,000 a tooth. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious?
Vaughn, that you can get because of your being Cherokee, that you can get free implants.
Yes. If I wanted to pursue it, supposedly I can, get all kinds of accolades and whatnot. And problem is that by the time I jump through all the hoops to get it and deal with all the red
You don't
tape
have to
get it,
you don't have to. I live right on the border of Texas and Oklahoma. You don't have to. If you have that ancestry.com or 21andMe and you show more than, I think it's 19%.
19%. Right. If you have more than 19%.
More than that, you file. All you got to do is file. That's it. You don't have to jump to. You don't got to get a lawyer. Nothing.
Well, my understanding is that you got to go through a lot of red tape to get those things, but maybe not. I don't know.
I promise you, you don't have to do hardly nothing. All you got to do is turn in your DNA that you did from either 23andMe or Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
If you have it in your blood, then you qualify. And it, like I said, you don't have to pay no lawyer. You don't have to do nothing. You just file it. Once you file it, you'll be your application to go before the reservation. You wouldn't believe how much money you could get. Here in where I live, some of the Indians here, when they get their money, like if they get food stamps, they can take the food stamps and trade it for pounds of food instead of, like, let's say you get like $91. You could take it and get 91 pounds of food.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't.
I mean, it depends on the tribe. It depends on the tribe too. Not every tribe is wealthy. You know,
Is he Cherokee?
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, each tribe is going to have its own rules on 1/32, 1/8. You know, I mean, you know, it all depends. It all depends how much blood you really got. Do you know how much you are? Are you like 1/8 or 1/4?
Oh no, I'm like 65%.
According to,
you probably
I
wouldn't
definitely
have an issue.
I definitely qualify. It's just the idea.
You definitely qualify, and if the tribe does have any benefits, and they probably would at the very minimum, Vaughn, they would have health benefits. Honestly,
here's the thing though. At this late stage, if somebody had hit me up back when I was in my 20s and said, "Hey, dude, you really need to go get this done." If somebody hit me up back when I was in my 20s, I just said, "Yeah, okay, it's worth it to jump through all the hoops and get everything done that needs to be done." But, now that I'm in my 50s, it's like, well, I should have, I should have done that shit back when I was 20.
Yeah, well, Vaughn, I would also, consider for your kids too, because if you got that much, your kids have got that much in them too. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you could be doing it more for your whole family, not just for you. I mean,
as far as I know, Andrea ain't got a drop. Not one.
Well, it doesn't matter. If you got 65%.
But even then, that means your kids are still at least a third.
Yeah, at least a third.
I don't know. I haven't
You really need to look into that, Vaughn.
Well, I'm sorry.
Really need to look into that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wilson says you're awfully pale for 65%. Okay, there's a.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the outside chat. Don't look at the outside chat.
Wait a minute. All right, wait a minute.
Let's not get off topic.
Hold it. There's a televangelist who's been on TV for years, and he's as white as me, and he is Cherokee as well. Or let's see, was it Cherokee or some other tribe? I can't remember. Anyway, and he went and got tested and everything, and the color of your skin. See, I guess what the camera doesn't show you is the red. Okay, because there's red all throughout here, but you can't tell it because the way the camera is, I guess. I don't know. But now I put Andrea's arm up next to mine, and there is no question. I mean, hers was white and mine was
pigment. You would be able to tell that from pigment. You can't tell Indian from pigment.
I've trained with NBC and whatnot, so I'm a little bit ahead of the curve, but I realize most people
trained. When did you train with NBC?
We all had to do it as tankers. That's part of my MOS.
The only thing that you trained, but the only thing that you trained or even looked at was either white phosphorus rounds or your mop suit. Do you remember your mop suit?
We had
gas mask.
We had to go full NBC gear, and
that's Depending on what you have on, you have MOP 1 through 3, right? So you have your gas mask, then you have your bodysuit. You have what?
No, it was MOP 4.
Which was what?
Well, it was the mask and the full suit and the gloves and the boots. It was
That's MOP 3.
I'm pretty sure it was MOP 4, but maybe not. I don't know.
I was a drill instructor for 2 years. It was MOP 3.
I don't know. I remember MOP 4, but maybe not.
I was a drill sergeant at Fort Sill, Oklahoma for 2 years.
Gas mask, suit, gloves, and boots.
No.
Gas
mask, suit, and gloves and boots.
Maybe you guys did it different. What's your MOS?
13 Foxtrot.
13 Foxtrot. Okay. Well, see, I'm 19 Echo, and our AIT and basic.
I trained a ton of you. I have trained a ton of you.
Our AIT and basic was combined into one thing.
Yes, was. It's not anymore, but I've trained
a ton anymore.
I've trained a ton of MLRS, a ton of that's what Fort Sill and Fort Knox is, and Fort Hood.
Fort Knox. That's where I was. Fort Knox.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're part of the Army Cavalry Regiment.
Yes,
You were part of 7th.
I'm first of the 7th Cav, right? 1 CD.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
The Delta Dragons.
CD.
The Delta Dragons, and then they fucking broke us up. We won every major award that there was to win, and then the U.S. Army, in their infinite wisdom, breaks us up. Good going, U.S. Army. That was the smooth move.
It isn't the U.S. Army that does that.
Yeah, it was the U.S. Army that did it. Yeah. Listen, according to the drill sergeant, I talked to the drill sergeants. They said that came all the way down from top. So,
first and 7th is still together.
The Delta Dragons were busted up. I went to Fort Knox. One of my buddies went to Sill. Another guy went to Bragg. I mean, they busted us up. They sent us to Thither and yon.
You're talking about after you're done with AIT, right? After you're done with base training AIT.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's going to go to a different duty station. Not everybody at the same unit.
Right, but it was stupid to do that. When you have a unit that is actually cohesive and that actually does shit and can get shit done.
No, your unit in basic training didn't do anything.
And then you bust them up and send them hither.
Your unit in basic training didn't do anything.
We did a hell of a lot in our basic training. I don't know what basic training you're talking about.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, Vaughn, you didn't.
We won actual awards, dude. Yeah, we did.
No, you didn't, Vaughn.
Oh my God,
Vaughn, you don't get award basic training AIT.
Do I need to go get my Fort Knox book? Yeah, we did. We won awards.
Please.
Real awards.
Please show me.
We won award. We were constantly going up against other units.
Vaughn, up against other units. You don't get award for that. That's bivouac. That's war games. You do it in basic training AIT. Do you remember when you went out to bivouac?
You were in a different unit. You were in a different area, and you guys probably did it differently than we did. And that's fine, okay? But I remember what we done. I've got somewhere around here. I got my Fort Knox book, and that'll sell it. If I can find the damn thing, that'll settle it right then and there. Because yes,
you got your what?
We won awards. We literally won awards. And the U.S. Army says, "Oh, well, since you guys are so great, we'll just bust you all up and send you hither, thither, and yon all across the continental U.S."
Where do you get that from, Vaughn? That is so incorrect. It's not even funny.
I don't care what you think. I know because I lived it. Okay, I don't care what you think. I don't
Vaughn,
care. What
I have your DD Form 214.
I don't care what you have of me. You didn't live it. I did. I lived it.
Live what? You didn't live.
You did not live what I lived through. Okay, you didn't. Trust me, you did not. I lived it. You did not. You're going by second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand, fifth-hand information. You did not live it. I lived it. We were the Delta Dragons.
What?
We were the baddest motherfuckers in all of Kentucky and in all of Fort Hood.
How do you figure you were the
better? There was nobody.
How
better.
are you?
We were the best of the best.
Where were you the best of the best of the best? So you were better than the Rangers. You were better than Delta Force. You were better than the Green Berets.
Oh my God! Did I say that? No, you're putting.
Yes, you said you were the best of the best of the best.
Yes, in Fort Hood.
That's what you said.
Kentucky. You didn't hear a word I said, did you?
You do realize that. You do realize that where do you think 1st to 7th is?
The first sister, Big C, can you calm down for a little bit? Sister, I don't know if you've noticed, but quite a bit of trolls have come in, and I have a feeling that the jackass is in the room with us right now as a part of the parade.
Yes, he is.
Who's the jackass?
You fucking
Celeste, I'm sorry.
Oh, there he goes.
I'm sorry, Wilson. Celeste Kitty, Big C, and a bunch of them are all my
haters. Yeah,
I didn't lie about my
military.
Sister, I recognize this loser along with a couple of these other jackasses. They're full on
loser.
They're here to start trouble with Bond.
Sister, you've had many conversations with me, haven't you?
I'm not an asshole.
Yeah, see.
Let's just get back to something. We'll just change topics. We'll go on to something else. You know, I mean, what somebody did back when they were in boot camp or whatnot. I mean.
All right, sister, this Matt guy keeps on unblocking these fucking losers out here who are starting trouble with Vaughn with nasty names.
Uh-oh.
Who's calling him nasty names? I haven't seen none of those.
Of course you haven't. You're an idiot.
Be nice.
Wait a minute, he said that, wait a minute. All right, he said there was no vile names in the chat. Well, here's one. Bond Stinky.
I said I hadn't seen any. That's what I said, Bond. Hold on. I didn't raise my voice to him once. I didn't say one negative thing to him once. He went up on me first. I didn't say anything
You're
else.
Insulting, Mike. You're insulting.
And haven't said any. And
I don't
haven't
care.
said
You're
anything about you, Brett.
Me, and you damn well know it.
You don't think trying to collect money for the VA?
It's like
you don't think claiming that you're a retired.
You're a father's service.
Hold on.
My father is a.
I didn't insult your father's service. You did.
You insulted his service.
You did, Vaughn. You did.
Veteran.
Your father did something else.
The channel.
A World War II veteran, and you insulted his
service. You're a piece of
your father is also.
Can I interject for a second?
Channel, if you allow trolls to do this, I'm done.
Calm down. Everybody calm down. I don't think it's
Mr. Sunshine, I apologize, and if you want me to leave, I'll leave because I have respect for you.
Veteran. My father was a World War II veteran, and this piece of shit insulted his service.
I didn't hear that.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
He needs to be perma-banned. He needs to be deplatformed from every fucking social media for what he said about my father. My father was a
What did I say about your father?
A real, genuine
What did I say
hero.
about your father?
He literally saved the lives.
What did I say about your father?
This motherfucker isn't even worthy to lick his boots. But he's going to get on social media and talk shit about my father. He needs his fucking ass beat is what he needs. That's what he really needs.
You're right.
We're in such a pussified society today that if you say one word about it, I'll get you banned. I'll get you deplatformed.
Hold on.
Vaughn, hold on a second. 1 second. Just calm down. 1 second.
Because now Okay. I understand.
Hero, and this piece of shit talk shit about him.
Vaughn, I understand you're upset. The problem is that all of us are losing context of who you're upset at. So let's just step back here, just a step. Are you yelling at Big C, or are you yelling at someone who left a comment in the chat? Or who are you mad?
Big C disparaged my father's military service, claiming he was not a recipient of the CMOH or the Silver Star or the Bronze Star.
He was not.
Total fucking lie.
He was not.
Which is a total fucking lie.
No, he did not receive a Congressional Medal of Honor.
I couldn't even find my father's ship, which was a fast frigate 51. He said the only fast frigate 51 he could find was in 1983, which is total bullshit because I got a picture of my father's ship somewhere in this house. I got to find it. And right there on the damn picture is a CMOH ribbon and a Silver Star and a Bronze Star. You can't fucking miss the damn things. Okay,
when you get done, I'll say my piece when you get done.
A World War II veteran service, a genuine bona fide fucking hero, and he's going to sit there and talk shit about him, and he needs to be fucking banned. He needs to be permabanned. He needs to be deplatformed from every fucking social media out there. for what he said about a World War II veteran. And it doesn't matter whether the World War II veteran's my father or not. That is immaterial. When he talks shit about a World War II veteran, he should have his ass beat and he should be deplatformed. Period. No matter whose father it is. That doesn't matter.
Just let me know when I can talk.
Veteran, and he should be deplatformed immediately.
All this drama is crazy. Here, Vaughn, would you just do me a personal favor? Let me. But I understand your position being to want Big C clearly to be kicked off, deplatformed, and be unable to share anything further than this. But he seems to be making a claim against your father for stolen valor, which I don't particularly have any reason to believe or give credit to because he hasn't provided any evidence otherwise. And even if that was the case, I'm not entirely sure, Big C, what you're hoping to accomplish by disparaging, the image of this veteran and where you got your information. To be so concrete, certain to make that attack, I think that you should at least have the chance to give a say as to where you're getting this information to basically accuse him of stolen valor.
Thank you. I'm not accusing his father of stolen valor. What I am doing is saying that Vaughn declared on social media, on YouTube, on BitChute, that he was a disabled American veteran, which he is not. And he said, if you want money,
out of my way to say that I was disabled. And
are you going to let me talk, Vaughn, or not?
I never said no, because you're saying it wrong. You're taking what I said out of context. What I said was that I was disabled and a veteran, that I was not necessarily, in fact, I said it not twice, but 3 times, that I was not necessarily a disabled veteran, but that I was disabled and a veteran.
You said if you want to give money to the wounded veterans, if you want to give money to the veterans, send me money. We all have the video.
I never said anything about the wounded veterans.
Now, hold on, Vaughn. Vaughn, hold on a second.
Show me the fucking video, bitch. I never.
Vaughn. Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
I never once said that.
So here's the second thing. His father he's a great man. The bad thing is that Vaughn doesn't know what his military career is. Custom Poly actually sent him the ability to be able to see everything that his father did, and just because he doesn't want to see it, he won't look at it. So his father didn't win a Congressional Medal of Honor. His father didn't win a Silver Star. There's logs for this. My problem is,
I hope to God I can find this picture of my father's ship, because right there there's a fucking Silver Star.
And it's not a fast frigate. It's not fast frigate 51.
Picture. They're on the picture. You can't fucking miss them.
It's not fast frigate 51.
And there's a little ribbon, that first ribbon.
It wasn't commissioned until 1984. It was put in water in 1983.
Don't tell me. I'm not stupid. I know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm talking about my own father here. I reckon I ought to know my own father better than you fucking do. I know my own father.
So he won a Congressional Medal of Honor.
These fuckers get on here and they think they know my life better than I do, which is a bunch of shit.
No,
they never live my life.
I told you I would donate $2,000 in your kids' names to Wounded Warriors if you would just read the information.
They don't know nothing about me. They've never lived my life. They never went through what I
know more than you. I know more than you can believe.
Third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand information. And this motherfucker sat right in this chat just now and said I was talking about wounded warriors or wounded veterans. I never mentioned that in my video at all. He's fucking flat out lying.
Yes, you did.
And I want him kicked out.
Sister Sunshine, I'll send you the link.
So can I just see if I can sift out what I've gleaned?
Well, can I get the rest of it out?
Yeah, okay. So
he tried to get donations
because I think I'm getting a grasp here.
They do this in every social media. They come in here and they start a bunch of shit in every social media. And then when I defend myself, oh, look how evil he is. Look how angry
Vaughn, I'm not against. Hold on. Vaughn, hold on.
Of course I'm going to get angry.
Vaughn,
look how angry he is.
Hold on. Okay, but Vaughn, stop. Hold on.
This motherfucker's lying. He's a liar.
Hold on.
Take him out.
I can understand. I can understand your position and your anger.
You cannot understand my position, because if you understood my position, you would have had him kicked out long before now. So no, you don't understand my position. When my father risked his life,
I'm actually
of his shit.
All right, I had to put Vaughn behind backstage for
my biggest deal is the fact that he tried to collect money, and he did collect money.
Did not collect no money.
For
You're
being
a lying piece of shit. I didn't
for being a disabled
what money
vet.
did I collect, and when did I collect
He's not
money
one.
did I collect, and when did I collect it? What money did I collect, and when did I collect it? Name it now. Name it right now.
What do you say?
I did not collect no money from the VA. You're a lying sack of shit. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar.
There's no reason
Show your CMS.
Just like your buddies in the outside chat, you're a fucking liar. I have not collected any money from the VA.
These are the same people that are at Bruce's.
Liar. I did not collect no money from the VA, and I did not collect no money other than my government check. But I didn't get, I didn't get nothing from the VA. So that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. You're a liar.
Well, then how are you a disabled American vet?
You need to be permabanned.
Okay, Vaughn, calm down. Let's just
let's use this as an opportunity for you to show that this is indeed ridiculous. And
okay, listen, Smokey Saint, listen to me. Somewhere in this godforsaken fucking trailer, I have a picture of my father's ship. Okay, it's about this big. It's about this big. It's a big picture. Okay. And on that picture, down in the lower left or right hand corner, your left, my right, down the lower right hand corner, there is a ribbon bar. What? 2 ribbon bars, actually. There's 2 ribbon bars. That first little ribbon is CMOH. Underneath that ribbon bar, there's a silver star, there's a bronze star, and then under that is all of the medals that he got. Okay, sharpshooter and all that. And it's right there on this picture.
There's no medal for sharpshooter like that.
Anyway, the point is, if I can find that picture, I want this if I can find it, I want
how could your father win a CMOH and a silver star and you can't find the picture?
And his wife is in the fucking outside chat. I want her permabanned too. I want them both permabanned. When I find this picture of my father and I show everybody, there's a big silver star right there. There's a big bronze star right there. And that first ribbon is a CMOH ribbon. Now, obviously, you can't have the actual CMOH on there because it's a big award, okay? It's got this big...
You show me a DD4, you show me a DD Form 214, and I'll tell you this, of your father winning the Congressional Medal of Honor and a silver star, I'll give you $10,000 and I'll leave the internet
you will
forever.
Not give me no $10,000, you lying fucking troll.
I'll send it to Sister Sunshine.
You're a lying fucking troll. Just like you lied and said I got money from the VA. You're a fucking liar. And you should have already been kicked out of this room for that. You should have already been kicked out for lying. I did not get no money from the VA.
When did I lie? Name one thing that I lied about.
You lied about saying I got money from the VA. I never did. That's a lie.
I didn't say from the VA. I said you begged for it online.
I did not beg for it online. And even
I have it on.
Even Celeste Kitty in the outside chat.
Everybody knows you did.
I did not say I was a disabled veteran. I said I was disabled
yes, you
and
did.
a veteran. And a veteran.
No, you said I am an American disabled veteran.
No,
you want to help those soldiers? Send me money. That's exactly what you said.
Not what I said. That is not what I said. I said I was disabled and a veteran.
Vaughn, if your father won a Congressional Medal of Honor,
in the outside chat
Vaughn,
is saying that, yeah, that's right.
if you're
hang on,
hold on. Let me in for a second, please.
This is easy to clear up. Look, all the people that are recipients of the Congressional Medal of Honor are probably listed on a government site.
Yes, you can go to it right now.
Just pull up your badge on that government site. I'll be happy to share the screen, right? I'll show the screen share. And they'll clear this up. If he got the Congressional Medal of Honor, then great. Let's look him up, show it on the screen, and then that'll be done.
The internet is not bulletproof, okay? And shit that happened back in 1941 and may not necessarily be on the internet, okay? You know, did they
Every
get
Congressional Medal of Honor winner is on that list in the history of the United States of America.
All the way back into perpetuity, all the way back to World War One. No,
every recipient of the Medal of Honor is on that. Yes, it is. Yes, they are. I work with the VA, Vaughn.
I don't care who you work for.
I work with all. I work with the people coming back from war.
I don't care who you work for. I can care less. The fact is that you're not going to have everybody's information. You're just not.
Honestly, Vaughn, I have to say on this one, I think that the government has a pretty good list of who they've given that medal out to, because it is a big deal.
He's saying my father ain't got the Silver Star either, even though the Silver Star is right there on the damn picture. He's saying I ain't got that either, which is a fucking lie.
No, it's not.
Well, let's just table this until Vaughn finds the picture of his dad. When he finds the picture of his dad, then he can, you know what I mean? He can show it to us or whatnot. I mean, I don't think anything's going to get resolved. Honestly, I don't.
Well, it's around here somewhere. I need to find it. I don't know where the hell it's at. The frame broke on it. The frame broke on it, and I need to find it.
The frame broke on a picture that has your father's CMLH on it, and that's paying him respect.
I just actually just went to the website and pulled it up, and yeah, I didn't see an Irving Eugene help.
Thank you.
Not everybody would be there from World War I or World War II.
Well, and that
yes, they will be.
Hold it. How many World War I people were on the website? How many World War I?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. Yes, it does matter.
How does it matter? Your father wasn't in World War I.
Your father was in World War II.
It just says full archive at the website. I don't know its constraints or limitations. And Vaughn, that might be worth investigating, actually. I mean, maybe they do have gaps. I don't know.
You know, I mean, maybe
gaps. That was
50
years ago, 100 years ago.
No, they're not. Sorry.
I can't verify one way or the other unless I probably heard from someone at the organization that might be able to vouch for that. I don't really know.
Let me tell you, with what limited.
Let me say this real quick. I don't hold any hate towards Vaughn other than the fact that he doesn't know about his father's service.
With the limited,
he did lie about it.
With the limited
That's the only problem that I have.
With the limited amount of exposure.
Look, I deal with guys that have brain issues, and I deal with guys that you know are going through some pretty tough times. And you know,
well, Big C, you know what? Hold on. You know, Vaughn hasn't exactly had a charmed fucking life. You know, and I do, and you know, I worry at some point here. You're splitting some hairs that don't necessarily need to be split. If Vaughn is a disabled man who happens to have also served his country and is getting money for that, you're going to split the hairs.
He's not getting money for that.
All right, well, hold on.
He was kicked out.
He was kicked out of the military.
I was not kicked out of the military. That's a lie.
Yes, he's a JHJ RE3, which means that he couldn't go back in. He's got a general discharge, not an honorable. I have his DD Form 214. I have his Article 13.
How did you get my personal military records without my consent?
Vaughn, I told you.
Hold it.
I told you what I am.
Military records without my consent.
I told you.
I don't give a damn what you told me.
That's what I deal with. That's what my wife does.
Right now, how did you get my fraud military records without
She's a law enforcement officer.
It's pretty damn simple. That's a pretty easy question. How did you get my personal military records without my goddamn consent?
I will still do the same thing that I said before.
Let's hear your explanation.
Vaughn, as soon as you can show something with your father with a CMOH
records, I want to hear it.
Because I work for the government.
Okay. All right. So you have violated.
You think you're the only? You think that you're the only valor thief that I've been after?
Numerous other laws that were broken by taking my personal information without my consent. Yeah.
I don't. It's not your personal information at all. It's the military's personal information. Sister Sunshine can get it.
Literally got my personal information.
Sister Sunshine can get your.
Take him out. He just admitted to it.
Sister Sunshine can get. She can file for a Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah, I think some of this is a matter of public record. I don't. Anyway, but let me get back to my point because I think we derailed again. But I just wanted to say, even if Vaughn was kicked out for whatever reason, he did still serve. He was still there. And when he says he's a veteran, it's true. When he says that he's disabled,
That's not true. No, that's not true. He didn't complete a full year. So to become a veteran, you had to complete a full year.
How long were you in?
And
How long were you there?
9.5 months.
I was in the Army for 9.5 months. I was in the Coast Guard for 6 months.
You were not in the Coast Guard at all. You were in a Coast Guard program as a junior.
Excuse me.
As a child.
Excuse me. I was in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps for 2.5 years. I was in the Coast Guard for 6 months after getting out of the Naval Sea Cadet Corps. Then I went into the Army for 9.5 months. And then after that, I transferred to government work. That's the truth. And that's what I've said from day fucking one when I first got the information. That's what I've always said. I've never changed my story.
What was your address on your DD4214 to send your information to?
I've showed people websites where it says that JHJ and RE3 don't mean jack shit, other than the fact that, he left the military. Well, whoop-de-doo. I've always said I left
No, that's not what it means.
into government work.
Anybody can look it up.
It's not a dishonorable discharge.
No, it is not.
It's a general. He could have got it flipped 6 months after he left, but he didn't.
My DD-214 that he claims he has a copy of says right on there, General under honorable conditions. General under honorable conditions. Says right on my DD-214.
He has a JHJ, which means basically what that is in the service is.
And if I was a washout, they would have put under
I don't hear Vaughn attempting to be particularly elusive
about anything about his history or his service here, and I don't feel like he's been trying to be particularly deceptive to anyone. I think you might be focusing on trying to split hairs that don't need to be split for the sake of being, well, frankly, just a little bit volatile. I don't think that this is really necessary. This isn't really doing much.
I agree
for the case of you saying, well, I'm defending veterans. Well, you're attacking Vaughn, and I don't think very justifiably here. You might want to rethink this.
Okay, so I agree with you that it is kind of split in hairs. The problem is, and my problem is that if you go up to a VA hospital, right, and you see some of these soldiers coming back, and then you see that they don't have the money and they don't have the things they need. And then you have people like
I'm very familiar with the Wounded Warrior Project and the vast number of social services and volunteers that we have at disposal in this country that far exceed what's offered to any other armed service anywhere in the world. You know what? I'm aware of the difficulties our soldiers get, and I'm also aware of the incredible fortune they have to serve here and the benefits they get if they are harmed. And you know, we do need to take that with a bit of
I don't know. It would be.
I don't think. See, I wish that was the case. I wish that they got the true benefits that they should get. They don't.
Well, no, I'm not saying they get what they should, but they certainly get far better than what the rest of the world gets, for certain.
I always say that they're the best among us. You know, most of them, like 70% of the vets or 70% of the soldiers that go in, right? They're in poverty. I mean, it's pretty hard to find somebody that joins the military that just wants to join. Most of them either want the GI Bill or they want, or they need the money, or they got somebody pregnant. You know what I mean?
Well, some go in because it's a family tradition. I mean, in some families, you know,
some do.
Men serve. It's like a family.
Some do.
They have pride in their.
There's all sorts of personal incentives to do it and personal motivations. What's your point?
Yeah, I did. Well, that's the whole thing. I did mine. I didn't do mine. I lost a scholarship to play football. I got on academic probation, and then I had to join the military. I got a girl pregnant, but I mean, my entire family served. My problem isn't with what Vaughn claims or doesn't claim. My problem is that his father is a hero. I don't have a problem with him serving and getting out in 9.5 months. The military isn't for everybody. I was a DI at Fort Sill for 2 years. I've walked a lot of guys to reception battalion when I knew they weren't going to make it. They weren't going to make it in the military, and I understand it. I never ever go after anybody that does that, ever, But when you start throwing into the fact that you're a disabled American vet, that you are, that your father won a CMOH and a Silver Star,
Once
and you're
again,
putting this out online,
once again,
that's a problem to me.
Once
It's a problem
again,
to the government too. They're
once
reviewing this
again,
case right now.
Once again, Celeste Kitty in the outside chat said she watched the same video, said that I never claimed to be a disabled veteran, that I said I was disabled and
No.
a veteran. Celeste
No.
Kitty in the outside chat has said she watched the same video. Now,
Sister
how is it
Sunshine,
that she
I'll
watched
send
it
you a link
and you
after I get
watched
off
it,
of
and
here.
there's two different answers? How does that work? How does it work that there's
Sister
two different
Sunshine,
answers?
hey, I always enjoy talking to you. You know that, and I don't want to be further of a nuisance to your room. I do appreciate you bringing me in. Smokey Saint, I enjoy talking to you.
Yeah,
y'all be good
sure.
and God bless.
I'm sorry, Vaughn. I mean, I didn't want you getting upset or cut off or having a goddamn heart attack over there.
This
This guy does this on every social platform, not just YouTube. He's on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, MeWe, Gab. He's every fucking where talking this shit about my dad and me.
Well,
And he needs his ass beat is what he really needs. This isn't the 1970s anymore, so we can't do that. You got to look at it from my perspective. This shit's been going on for 15 years. Okay. Now it wasn't necessarily Big C. Okay, it's other people. Okay, but this shit's been going on for 15 years. And the best way to stop it is that when these people come in, you kick them out. It's just like what Brett said. Brett was absolutely correct. When Brett come in and said kick him out, that's exactly what you should have done. You should have kicked him out. He should have never got a chance to spew his bile.